Hello! Sue's here from His Wings My Refuge, and today I wanted to do a process video for you. I'm challenging myself to do more online scrapbooking challenges because that gets me scrapping. It's a really good way to go through your stash and find what you want to use. So this challenge was from, I think it's showmeyourstuff.blogspot.com.au. I will put the link down below. And the September challenge for this month was black plus white plus one other colour and a handmade embellishment, I do believe. So I will quickly just show you all the goodies that I'm going to use, and then I will do the process video. If it goes for too long, I will make it go fast. What's the word? I'll time-lapse it, and I will narrate over the top, because I've already done too many really super long videos, and we don't want to go too crazy. So let's begin. So first of all, here's the white, just a piece of cardstock, which I will gesso with some lovely gesso. Now I don't have clear gesso, so I'm just going to use white gesso, and figured since this is white anyway, it's not going to really matter. What else am I going to use? Oh, these are the photos that I've picked. These are photos of my daughter, Natalie, from a couple of years ago. She's actually turning 10 next week, so I figured it was time to scrap some photos of her. So those are the photos with the pink in there. I really love these photos, so I'm going to use those ones. Some paper that I've chosen. This is Kaisercraft. Can you see that? The Hello Today collection, which I actually won off Instagram. I got 3 different collections of papers sent to me as a random draw winner. Yay! So I might just say that I'm not sponsored by anybody. I purchase most of my things or I win them. So this one I won. What else am I going to use? I've got these 2 Maggie Holmes from Crate Paper sticker sets that I'm going to see what I can pilfer off there. I've got some thickers, some lovely, can you see the sparkle? Let's pull them out of the packet. Lovely sparkly black thickers. I can't remember the name of that font, but I really love that one. I have it in white and blue, possibly some other colours as well. I have some Amy Tan enamel love heart stickers, which I'm going to, I think that's a navy and not a black, so I'll probably just use the white and pink ones, or maybe just the pink ones from there. And another Amy Tan remarks stickers. Oh, they were on special. And they've got some black ones and some pink ones in there, so I'll see what I can find in there. And then these Project Life cards, I do not know what collection they're from, but these ones are pretty on the back, but I'm going with the black ones. So there's a lovely text one there and a pretty little lacy looking one. And that one. The lighting in here is atrocious. It really is. But that's a nice pink stripe. And then these 2. This one's pink with a little bit of gold foil dot. And I'm going to put this pink and white dot cut out Project Life card over the top, just so you can see that pink through there. I really like that. So that's those. From Kaisercraft as well, I've pulled out of the Blue Bay ephemera pack just a little black doily and a little tag. You are beautiful inside and out, because she really is. Love my girl. And then Maggie Holmes again, Crate Paper. I think this is the open book collection as well. I could be wrong. But these bits and pieces, flowers, Lovely roses. I might use them, I might not. And some black and white striped leaves. I also want to use this template with a little bit of modelling compound, which I'm going to mix with some pink Kaiser colour, pretty pink paint for a bit of a background. And of course it wouldn't be complete without a little bit of Heidi Swap Colour Shine in pink and some Kaisercraft Kaiser Mists in there isn't actually a colour name on here. Pink. That's original. But they're both different colour pinks. As you can see, I've tested them on this bit of paper. That is the Heidi Swap and that is the Kaisercraft. So the Kaisercraft's a bit brighter. I was going to use this one from Dilutions, but it's too purple. I know it matches the dress, but no, too purple. I'm going to use those. And I might maybe do some clear embossing. I'm not sure. I'll see how we go. See how we go with that. So, oh, and I might add some pretty flowers. We'll see if I can find some. So what I will probably do now is probably put you on fast forward, and I will have a crack at this challenge. So I've now gessoed my piece of paper. Can anyone tell me, is this absolutely necessary? I've never really done it before, and I don't like the way it buckled the paper. So leave me a comment below. Do I really need to do that? Anyway, so trying to make this video go in fast forward was a little bit harder than I expected. It took me a very long time to figure out how to do it. But when I did, I had a great old time giggling at the squeakiness of my voice. I sounded like a chipmunk. It was hilarious. And when I got my girls to come and listen, they were crying, laughing. I wish I could have recorded them laughing. I was laughing at them laughing. It was hilarious. So I've done my modelling paste here, and as you can see, I stuffed up. So, hot tip for anyone wanting to do this, washi your template down. Otherwise, you'll stuff it up, like I did. And I decided to go for a round number 2 here, which, as you'll see later, I didn't really like it, so I covered it up. But it's good to try new things. I've never actually done this technique on paper before. I've done it on canvases, but I've never actually done it on paper. And I actually really like it when I don't stuff up like I did again. And it dries fairly quickly if you set it aside, but I'm very impatient. So I tried to dry it with the dryer and got fed up. Here I'm using the Kaiser Mist and the Colour Shine. I'm just splattering it on the page. Something, again, I've never done before. And I end up using that purple, well, it's not purple, it's called Funky Fuchsia Dilutions spray in the end, because I needed something darker, and I thought I had black, but I couldn't find it. But then, as I'm drying, I spy out the corner of my eye some charcoal, or black, Kaiser Mist. Yay! And I managed to sprinkle some of that on, and I'm really happy with how that turned out in the end. One thing you'll have to excuse, this is my first process video, and I didn't really think before I did it, and speeding it up meant that I wasn't holding the products up for long enough to show you, as you can see. Here I try and do my little set up my layout on the board, and then discover that nope, I really need the parameters of the page to get it done. So I just grab another piece of white cardstock just to make sure it all fits properly. And here I discover that that Love This card, even though it's gorgeous, just doesn't work the way I wanted it to work. I'm not normally a 2 photo per layout person. I really am more a 1 big photo and lots of white space, or negative space, I suppose is the term. So 2 photos for me is a stretch. More than that barely ever happens. Does occasionally, but there's got to be a prize involved. I'm a bit competitive. I do like my prizes. But I figure out how to make the love work. And don't you love it? Isn't that stunning? I think it is. I'm not biased or anything. And then I decide that I need to tie the top in with the bottom and use a scrap. Narrating is hard, I might just say. What am I doing here? Oh, right, corner punch, my best friend. I corner punch everything. And for those of you who do Project Life, you'll notice that all the Project Life cards come with rounded corners already. And my OCD tells me, well, if they've got rounded corners, so should everything else. Don't you agree? My daughter loves corner punching as well. It's my thing, Mum, she says. It's my thing. Oh, and this is at the point where I realised I haven't inked my edges yet. I am a chronic edge distresser when it comes to ink. But I am also chronically OCD when it comes to my ink distressing. And I use a paintbrush. I honestly don't think I've ever seen anyone else use a paintbrush before. But I cannot do it without the paintbrush. Just can't do it. The ink that I'm using here is Versamark ink, which is, I think it's like Memento ink for those who have that. But it's not good on photos, and I forgot that. It smudges off photos. If you're going to ink on your photos, you need to use Stays On ink because everybody together, it stays on. Oh yes, I did just do that. So this is also the point where I discover that I'm also getting my grubby fingers are now covered in ink and I'm smudging them all over my photos, which is not good. Or maybe I haven't discovered it yet. I will shortly. Like I said, narrating's hard. What do you talk about? Just things like the sun is shining, it's a beautiful day outside, but the wind, it is very cold. Is that the kind of thing, or is that just, I don't know. I'm not sure. This is another new thing that I've started doing, is sticking all of my bits and pieces together first before sticking it on a layout. I've never done it that way before. Normally, I do it the hard way. We try this glue. It doesn't work. Got to try another one. This is Dimensional Magic, which is not cheap, but it's a fantastic glue. I really like it. I recommend it to anyone. The other one that I had there is actually glass paint, clear glass paint, but it also works as brilliant glue and slightly cheaper than Dimensional Magic. But I needed to stick a needle in the hole because it had an air bubble and I just couldn't find a needle to get it done. I love that little tag, it's a bit cute. Now my background is dry and I'm trying to decide, do I like it or not? So I flip it around because the lighter colour one I don't like. Oh, and there we go, I'm scrubbing off all the ink on her face. The good thing about, oh look, I'm waving my hands around. What on earth am I doing? I don't know. The good thing about the Versamark ink on the photographs is if you do smudge it on the photographs, you can wipe it off. But with Stays On, you can't, because remember, stays on. And I won't repeat that joke again, I promise. And I tried to leave some of the other pink sticking out the other side, and I fail to remember that I'm going to cover them up with the Maggie Holmes flowers anyway. Twit. Well, what can you do? So this whole mixed media concept on scrapbooking pages is brand new to me, sort of. I've done sewing on my pages, hand sewing and machine sewing. I've done paint. I've done, I'm not sure what else I've done, but I've never really done the modelling paste, but I really like it. So you can expect to see more pages featuring modelling paste. And I've just noticed that I have stuck my flowers on differently to how I originally arranged them. But that's okay, it turned out alright anyway. And there I was just sticking on some Amy Tan stickers and trying to make this Kaisercraft flower work, but no. This one's better. And then I try and stick more of them on, but it's already pretty busy. Just no, Suze, don't do it. Don't do it. I didn't do it. See, I listened to myself. You've got to listen to yourself every now and again. Now, I love my little gems. These ones are Kaisercraft rhinestones, and they are just a black gem. So, like Adele from Inky Quill, who I'll put the link down below, loves her enamel dots. She's obsessed with them. It's quite entertaining to watch. I'm obsessed with these rhinestones. I put them on every single layout I do. It is not complete without rhinestones. Now I try these Amy Tan stickers and they're gorgeous, but it's not actually black. It's grey, and so I decided not to use them at all. And I decided to use the Maggie Holmes instead. And I stick them down here, but I think I end up moving them in the end. Yes. It's also at this point that I realise I'm missing my already open thick tape, which I use, and I'm trying to find it. No, not that one. No, not that one. Where is it? Oh, that's right. It's on the girls' scrap desk behind my desk. If something of mine goes missing, all I need to do is look at her scrap desk and I find it. She's a little thief. Little kleptomaniac, that one. Never puts things back. These stickers, oh my goodness, I love them. And parentheses are another thing that I love. And I really try to put the parentheses on this one, but it's just not going to happen. Just not going to happen. And then I discover that those stickers that I just put down the bottom are in the way. And that looks better, doesn't it? So this is the point where I move them. And now we're about to go back into real time, so see you soon. Right, so my layout is finished and my camera died at some point during that. I think it was as I was putting this main bit down on my piece of paper, which the modelling clay is now dried, as has all the ink. Doesn't it look pretty with all those ink splotches? I really like that. So it probably died before you saw me stick these in. So I stuck in all of those underneath there. I also added some little pink Amy Tan epoxy hearts to there because it's just pretty. And I added this pink flower to give it a little bit of texture, as well as these little black rhinestones from Kaisercraft, I do believe. And then to make my title stand out, I've got Love You as my title, and I've used the thickers for the U bit. These two little word stickers were actually down here originally, but they got in the way, so I ripped them off and I moved them up over here. My handmade embellishment that I needed for this project, I just used a paper clip that I had, just a plain white paper clip, and attached some rickrack, pretty pink rickrack to it, which I ended up gluing to the page because it kept standing up and being annoying. So there you have it. See, my clay's dried nicely. It ended up working out well, and then it ended up covering up the yucky bit that I didn't like on this side. And there we have it. My entry for the Show Us Your Stuff challenge for September. So if you like that, give me a thumbs up and subscribe down here. I'll put the link for, what did I just call it? Oh my goodness, my brain is fried. I'll put the link for Show Us Your Stuff down in the description as well. And I will be seeing you, like I can actually see you. You will be seeing me shortly with another video. Bye!